Hi guys, Becky C. Coming at you with my 9-week surgiversary post-op VSG check-in, update, whatever. It is Wednesday, August 9th, and I just got to work and I thought I'd spend a few minutes before I go in with my update. So going through all the numbers, my height weight back in December of 2016 was 320. Pre-op start weight on May 30th of this year was 295.2. Day of surgery a week later on June 6th was 284 even. Last week I came in at 252.8 after a 0.4 pound gain. Today I come in at 248.4. So doing all the math, total loss since my high weight 71.6 pounds. Total loss since pre-op diet is 46.8. Total loss since day of surgery 35.6. And from last week to this week I'm down 4.4 pounds. So that is fan-freaking-tastic. All of those numbers make me smile. What does not make me smile is I think I'm in the early stages of a gallbladder situation. I was driving home yesterday from work and sitting in traffic, and all of a sudden I got this pain in my right side. I mean, not really my side, but my right abdomen, I guess. And I was wearing pants that were a little snugger than I would have liked, although they did fit. They were just smaller than what I normally wear. And so I thought, well, it's the pants because I'm not able to move. I'm stuck in my car. So as soon as I got home, I took those bad boys off and put some just running shorts on and thought that would help. Well, I ate my dinner and I still felt the pain. So I thought, well, maybe, you know, I did go to the gym Monday, so maybe in doing something I weirdly twisted myself and it's just now cropping up. So I thought, well, I'm gonna go mow the yard and see if that works it out. It did not. Although I did feel a little bit better, the pain was still there. And it's like, it's not a constant pain, it's an intermittent, sharp pain. So after I mowed the yard, I went inside, went downstairs, got on our treadmill, and did like week 3, day 2 of couch to 5K. And I felt good and tired, but that pain just steady kept coming back. So got cleaned up, got the kids to bed, laid down. I cannot lay comfortably on my right side. That it just feels like that. It hurts laying on my left side. So I get out Google, and of course I am diagnosing myself. I'm not a doctor, nor do I claim to be. And I look at, you know, pain in my right side, and gallbladder comes up. And I've heard on numerous accounts, whether via Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, just people I know in person, that it is your gallbladder having issues is common with weight loss surgery patients. So I think that's what this is, and it says to avoid eating fatty or greasy foods, which I already try to do that anyway, but I'm gonna like really doubly make sure that I'm not doing any of that. And I'm just gonna hope I can make it through the weekend, because Monday is my 2-month appointment with my doctor's office, my surgeon's office. So hopefully, if it's still persistent, or even if it's not, I mean, I'll let them know that it was happening, but if it's still going on, they can tell me what to do, because This mess is crazy. I cannot take a deep breath. I cannot yawn. I want to yawn so bad, but when I do, it hurts so bad. And it just randomly, and it's starting to like hurt through my back, like if it was an arrow right through my right side of my abdomen, right through to my back. It's starting to hurt that way, but I digress. It's been a good week for the most part. My eating has been, I'm probably a bad weight loss surgery patient because I don't weigh anything. I don't measure anything. I just don't eat like an asshole. I have these tiny little like tea saucer plates and tiny bowls, and that's what I eat. So I have mentioned on here before, I follow Dr. Vong's rule. He's the support surgeon. You should check him out on Facebook. And YouTube. He makes videos. He goes by the 2x2x1 rule. So my meals are like, so here's your plate. It's 2x2x1. So it can't be any wider. It can't be any taller. That's what you're limited to for a surgery patient. So that's kind of what I base my food sizes on. Because there may be a time where I need to measure my food and weigh my food. And I say this like I probably should be setting that habit now, but I feel like with the small amount already that we eat, like as long as I'm not overdoing that amount, I'm fine. I still get full. I shouldn't get full. I have been reminding myself for the last couple of days, it's okay to be hungry. Hungry is natural. Being full is not. So it helps me to not snack at night if I remind myself repeatedly, almost like a crazy person, that it's okay to be hungry. That's a natural state. Hunger is okay. Now, starving is not. Hunger is okay. I am not starving. So my food's been okay. I've had pretty decent meals. Nothing crazy. My exercise has been good. I exercise or get some form of activity every day. I did take Thursday off last week unintentionally, but don't we all get a rest day? Or we're supposed to or something? I don't know. I don't know the laws of working out. Not that there are laws, but whatever. So Mondays are leg days. Thursdays are arm days. Except last week was not. No, wait. Yes, it was. So I guess I didn't do the treadmill on, maybe it was Friday. It doesn't matter. I took a day off last week. So Mondays are leg days. Thursdays are arm days or upper body. And then I do the treadmill in various forms every day, or as many days as I can. So last night I did, I mowed the yard, and my yard is a hill, so like one big hill. So it calculated out to about like 30 minutes of activity. And then I did couch to 5K. And so my running segments, I did the first running segment, I was ambitious and I did 5 miles an hour. That damn near killed me. So each running segment after that, I did 4 miles an hour and I was fine. But that was my first night of that. All the other nights, I either just ran flat out, as long as I possibly could, and then walked. Or I did intervals with the incline, changing the incline and the speed. Just trying to do random things on the treadmill to get my heart rate going, which ultimately is what I'm trying to do. Because it's more, for me anyway, as a cardio instead of strength training. So and then outside of that, like mowing the yard, I will mow my yard in our rental house. I have a couple more weeks of mowing that yard, and then I'm done because we're selling it. Sunday I went on another bike ride, and I don't know if I told you the last time, but I did a bike ride. I fell off my freaking bike and busted my knee. This time around I did not fall off my bike, thank goodness. But I did also not get off my bike and walk. So technically I walked up the hill that I had fallen off previously. I made it about 3/4 of the way to the top, and I just could not make it to the top. So I like straddled my bike. I didn't physically get off of it, and then I just like walked the bike up the hill straddling it. So I kind of got off, but not really. And then I didn't stop the rest of the way. The previous time I went, I had to stop up 2 more hills and walk. This time I did not. It was slow going, but I still made it up the hills without stopping, which made me feel really good. And then I put my bike in the car and I walked over. They have a pond at the community center, and it's got some benches, like hanging bench swings, whatever, and a dock area because they rent out canoes and paddle boards and whatnot. So I just walked over there. It was probably 1/8 to 1/4 of a mile, and I sat down on the ground and just did some stretches because my legs were so sore after the bike ride. They were very shaky. So I did some stretches for a little bit, and then I just sat there and just kind of enjoyed the peace and quiet in front of the lake. Walked back and noticed that also at the community center there's a new amphitheater, and it's got some like some stairs. There's like maybe 10 to 15 stairs in the parking lot. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna go do some stairs. So I did that 10 times, and that doesn't sound like a lot, but I just rode like 5.5 miles and my legs were like jello at that point. So I did that, and then I went home, and the next day I did legs on Monday. That was wonderful, except now my legs are killing me, and I have been trying to stretch because I am so rigid. I can't even, like, I can barely touch the ground. Like if my legs are, if this is me, right? My legs are out like this, like a V. I can barely touch the ground, like with my hands like going forward. I am so stiff, like, and I've never been real limber ever in my life. So, and then I did a stretch to get like my, where my hamstring connects to my butt. I appreciate those that enjoy stretching. I did not enjoy it. It was so painful. Maybe I'm not doing it right. I don't know, but that mess hurt really bad. And I mean, I just did 2 rounds of stretching, and it was just my lower body. Like I'm not stretching anything else, just my lower. It hurts so freaking bad. But you know, I'm assuming it'll get easier. And one of these days I'll be able to touch the ground and put my elbows on the ground or something. I don't know. Wishful thinking. My husband's still gone, which saddens me greatly, but it just makes it that much more exciting when he comes back, and I'll be that much smaller. So, not that I want him to stay gone, because I do want him to come home. I just want him to come home and be like, oh my gosh, you look different than when I left you. Because that's always nice. Let's see what else. I got free passes to a movie tonight, so I'm taking my oldest to go see a preview of The Hitman's Bodyguard. It's a completely inappropriate movie, but he is 17 and he's heard all the language before, so whatever. We're gonna go see that. I'm excited. I'm a little nervous because, one, obviously I cannot have any of their beverages, so I'm gonna have to bring some water or tea or something. And then I can have popcorn. Like, I've had popcorn post-op a couple times, but popcorn gets me in trouble because I will eat and eat and eat all the popcorn. And then, of course, you know, there's candies, and I'm gonna want something, so I've got to figure out a healthy treat or just stick with the popcorn. I don't know. I have to figure something out. I have to be kind of good, but I kind of want to splurge because I've been good the last several days. So I'm excited for that. And I've got my 2-month appointment on Monday next week. Kind of busy. We've got the solar eclipse coming up. I'm super excited. That's on Monday the 21st. I'm taking the kids out of school, and we are going to drive up to our friend that has a farm up in Dearborn, Missouri, up north. It's right through the line of totality, I think, if I remember correctly. It's going to be fun. We're going to spend as much of the day out there as we can. That's also the day of closing, so hopefully I can get closing on the house done early enough in the morning that we don't have any issues getting up there, because apparently there's going to be like a lot of traffic, because everybody knows that that's a good place to go, is up north. So we'll see. Yeah, I don't have anything else going on. This is a long video too, and I apologize. Please wish me luck on not dying this weekend, because this pain is ridiculous. And I will update you next week, if not before then. If I find something out that's crazy, I may just jump in and let you know. Anyway, have a great Wednesday, guys. Talk to you later.